We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Boston Celtics come in for this one. Bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And reporting from the sidelines all game long, we've got David Aldridge. Richard, the Celtics have been among the NBA's elites for quite a while now.
Well, they've been a title contender every year for almost a decade now. Even with several coaching changes over that time, they've been the model of consistency.
A shifty player who really thrives on making the right play. Holiday sure runs a smooth pick and roll.
To the inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I talked with head coach Mark Dagnall. He noted how much extra film they're watching heading into this. And one guy that jumped out at them was Kristaps Porzingis. He said scoring over that guy is a challenge. It's not just his size, it's how well he positions himself. And he's a patient shot blocker. He waits for you to make your move. We'll see how they approach it. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. Bangs home the trifecta.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
To Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, textbook positioning there for Porzingis. Once he's established it, he's going to have the advantage and able to finish that one above the rim.
Back to Holmgren. And here is Caruso. Light covering. It's 2-on-1. Goes up. And Brown throws it down.
For an athlete like Brown, you salivate. You just start drooling thinking about the open floor. Fast breaks are your friend.
And Derek White, he's one of the most valuable guards, Richard, in the NBA.
White can play the one. He can shoot the ball. Plus, he is an all-league defender. So Derek White gives you everything you want in your backcourt.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Tatum with it. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Dort. Tatum's shot is off.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Over in the corner, Caruso. Hands it from downtown.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Porzingis. Outside Holiday. Outside Tatum. Left side, Brown. Bucket is good.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Outside, Dort. Pass to Caruso. Just 4 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Holiday. Still scoreless. To the middle. Porzingis can't hit.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Caruso looking for an opening. Over in the corner, Dort. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And when you have have Dort on your side, this is what he brings on the offensive end. Great off the catch and fire.
Now here is Holiday. Over in the corner, Porzingis. Outside, White. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Holmgren. Porzingis with the rebound. Outside, Tatum. White, wide open. He fires. And the three off target. Here's Caruso. It's a tie game in Oklahoma City. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And so here is Oklahoma City. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Still yet to score. Pass to Dort. Back to Holmgren. And Boston with the rebound. And here's Holiday. Driving inside. Back to Tatum. Stolen by Dort. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. And Tatum pulls it down. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics.
And you watch Jason Tatum. Year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Now here's Williams, following the miss by Porzingis. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Here are the Celtics with the ball. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Here's Tatum. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Driving the lane. Pass to Dort. Lets it go with a three. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Picked up by Brown. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. And another miss by Boston. Here's Oklahoma City. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter.
First team foul.
Right side, Williams. Pass to Caruso. Oklahoma City moving it around. Back to Holmgren. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. After the basket by Boston. Holmgren can't hit.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Up top, Tatum. Throws it down, JT!
Tatum just has too much bounce right there. Better be careful. You're trying to stop that.
Right side, Williams. Porzingis with the steal. Brown with it. Dort covering. Pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there. Guy's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Now here is Holiday. Still without a basket. That's tipped. Caruso with the steal. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Holmgren. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Back to Holmgren. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to talk to his guys.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
Boston leading by 3. Outside Tatum. Tatum a screen. Holiday. Pass to Porzingis. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And that's 12 points for Porzingis.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Boston on top, up by 5. And we'll be back with you right after this. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Thunder trailing by 5. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And moving with such speed, the quickness of SGA's drives, something to admire.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. The people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Celtics leading by 3. Outside, Porzingis. No love that time with that miss. He is now 6 for 9. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Here's Porzingis with fast break chance. Outside, White. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pass to Tatum. No good on the triple. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. It's Dort on the wing. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Shot clock at 5. To the paint. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Jason Tatum. Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Now here is Holiday. He has yet to score. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
Of that attitude growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. Now Brown. After Lou Dort's three-pointer that didn't go. The wing jumper off target. Now Caruso. On the wing, Williams. Back to Caruso. Here's Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
That is a perfect placement of that time. Just guided it right to him.
Pass to Porzingis. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Here's Oklahoma City. Haven't given up any points here in the second half. Screen by Hartenstein. And that one's good. Caruso.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Tatum with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Brown, right side. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
Boston making a switch here. The Thunder leading by 3. A minute 50 left in the third.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands how to draw contact, especially when he's looking to score.
The Thunder shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the Thunder making a switch here. Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Brown outside. Over Williams. And another miss by Boston.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Can't hit. He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, that's it right now. He's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Good on the three-point shot.
Gotta respect the range of Holiday if you're the D, showing he can hurt you from that area.
And it's Williams finishing it off.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Outside Tatum. The three-pointer, no good.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Oklahoma City shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from a charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And something to like about Holmgren is his ability to run the floor. A 7-footer who can get up the court in a hurry and get to the rim before the D gets set. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. "17 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. 5 to shoot. Holmgren with it. Picked up by Brown. Holmgren gets the bucket.
Making room for the big guy. I like Holmgren calling for help so he can find his shot.
Back to Holiday. He could go. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Here's Tatum. From downtown, Tatum from 3.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
You can't question the desire of these teams. It's going to be difficult for either side to get separation.
Here's Hartenstein. Can't connect from short range. Celtics trail by 3. Pass to White. The kick out to Tatum. Porzingis with the ball. Back to Tatum. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Here's Wiggins. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And the Thunder lead by 5.
Well, Dort makes the smart play there. He spots a wide open shooter and just gets him the ball.
Tatum. Tatum using his size inside.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period. If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
White with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Tatum looking around. Down low. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis.
Clever play by Tatum, drawing the attention to him, only to give it away.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
During that last break, Coach Mark Daigneault talked to his team. He demanded something of his guys. He said, I'm not satisfied yet. Are you? You've worked hard, but we need to keep piling it on. Don't give them any hope, guys.
Thank you, David. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle them up right away. The Thunder leading by 4. Caruso with the ball. Holmgren in the corner. Back to Caruso. Here's Holmgren. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Outside, White. Tatum draws the double. Now here's Brown. Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Keep getting it to this man. I mean, once Porzingis catches fire, there is no putting that out.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Boston. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
Now here's Tatum. 5 on the clock to tie it up. Rebound by Williams. The Thunder with the lead. Outside, Dort. Back to Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Unflappable. I mean, no moment is too big for Holmgren. They needed that basket.
Outside, Porzingis. And the rejection by Holmgren. Outside, Dort. It's a nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Back to Holmgren. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by the Celtics. Outside, White. Top of the key, Holiday. .115 left in the game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Now, a deceptive guard. Holiday draws fouls by keeping his defenders always on their heels over the course of the game.
And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good.
He gets them to within 1 possession, but that miss puts a lot of pressure on their defense.
Here's Porzingis. Rebound by Williams. Pass to Holmgren. And here is Caruso. Back to Holmgren. Got it.
No, staying cool in a clutch moment. Holmgren not letting his inexperience get the best of him.
Here's Tatum. Yes!
I do not care what kind of game he is having. In these moments, Tatum is just different. If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Brown wide open. He fires. It drops. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
ICE. Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy lives for these moments.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver. Calm and cool, and his free throws put a bow on this one. Nice way to finish the game up.
Holiday goes in. So we see the Thunder get the win here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, and just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for our reporter, Dave.
I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports. White on the wing. Outside Holiday. Off the mark there with a three.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
And when you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good, Richard.
Yeah, they had the 4th best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls. Shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal.
Here's Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
That was good defense, but Brown, he's just too good and just continues all the way through.
Screen by Holmgren. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Setting an aggressive tone early, challenging the heart of that defense.
And Holiday, here we go. Holmgren with the block.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Caruso. Just 5 to shoot. The three is up. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game. He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Right side, Holiday. For three. And no good. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. I asked him specifically about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and what their defensive game plan is for him, and Coach said we have to be active, we have to keep him in front of us, and to try to limit his chances around the rim. Their offense really opens up when he's able to attack the basket, so let's see if the defense is up for the challenge. BA?
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
Down low. Here's Brown. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. And how about Jaylen Brown, Richard? Named to his first All-NBA team in 2023. A very important piece to him.
NBA, what timing. It made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax. At the time, it was the largest contract in NBA history. And how did he follow it up? He won the Larry Bird Award as the best player in the Eastern Conference playoffs. There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a three like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
Outside, Williams. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. The Celtics with the lead. Outside Tatum. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. We're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Porzingis misses. Oklahoma City trailing. Outside, Williams. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's stolen by Tatum. The finish! And finished off by Tatum.
The two-way game of Tatum is just special.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Tatum looking it over. They set a pick. On the wing, Holiday. Clock at 6. From the arc. The Thunder pull it in. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. To the paint. Here's Holmgren. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And you know, as a roller, Holmgren shows great hands, and he makes nice adjustments moving downhill.
Outside Porzingis. And that's not going to go. Tie game in Boston. And we'll return shortly.
10. The Thunder. 10.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And for the Celtics here, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
And when Porzingis can be a third option on a team, he is deadly and efficient, RJ.
We've always seen Porzingis as the guy or as a second option. But when he has elite teammates around him, he really flourishes.
So it's Boston now. Outside White. Holmgren with the block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Holmgren. Tatum from long range. That shot, no good.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian, the Thunder have some grit. Coach Mark Dagnall said we compete, and on nights we aren't, we get back to that very quickly. The competition level and the willingness to do it together is the foundational piece. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. And they take the lead. Caruso's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Yeah, the guard instincts of Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, fantastic work dishing the rock to uncover teammates.
Porzingis for three. Oh, he can't sink it. He's 0 for 3. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Inside. Pass to Holmgren. Deflects the pass. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Caruso outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Holmgren. Richard, you evolved as a shooter over the course of your career. Talk about developing shooting in the NBA game.
Well, it dictates what kind of offense you can run. You don't need a bunch of good shooters, but if you've only got 1 or 2, your interior play better be strong.
White, good.
It's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Tatum with a steal. And he's all alone. And Holiday powers it home.
Outstanding D from Tatum. It led to the break.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Trailing by 2. Oh, wasted no time on that one. Caruso's got 6 points. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Now here's Porzingis. No made baskets yet. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Back to Holiday. Shot clock at 5. Oh, look out! Porzingis!
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Wow, what a move by Jalen Williams. Offensively, he just has the whole package.
Right side Brown. Left side Holiday. For 3, Porzingis. The rebound by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Thunder with a lead. Pass to Williams. To the inside. Holmgren. Holmgren Holmgren for 2.
Assisted.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
And so the ball out of bounds. Gilgeous-Alexander tucks it last. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
All right, fans, give it up for Celtics Entertainment.
.29 seconds left in the first half. Brown with a screen. Pass to Porzingis. Fires for 3. Porzingis can't get that one to fall.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Soft touch off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Dort with a steal. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Thunder out in front, up by 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The Thunder, 24.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Thunder leading by 5. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's stolen by Tatum. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
And the Celtics in possession here. Offensive rebound. Three-pointer, Holiday. The shot, no good.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Pass to Hartenstein. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
He launched that one from way outside. Brown's got 8.
He can do a lot with the ball, but Brown is just as good playing off the ball. He's always ready to catch and fire.
It's scooped up, and that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. 6-point game. The kick out to Williams. Lets it go from deep. And Hartenstein gets it to go.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Pass to Brown. On the wing, Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Brown. Back to Porzingis. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Porzingis has got his second basket.
And that's why he's the unicorn. Never know what kind of magic Porzingis will pull out.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, the determination from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
It's Brown on the wing. Give him 8 points now.
Oh, this is how aggressive Tatum is. Excellent job of getting to the rim and finish. Just light work.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
Now, here's Williams. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot from deep. Rebounded by the Celtics. Now here's Brown. To the middle. Inside. And stolen by Williams. Caruso outside. The kick out to Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Williams. There's the triple. It's hauled in by White. Celtics trail by 5. Pass to Tatum. Oh, Tatum with a throwdown.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
Down low. The layup off target. Looking to slow it down here. Run a play.
Which is interesting because they've done much better playing with pace.
Boston shooting their second attempt at the line tonight. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. That's good from Holiday. Well, Richard, with the career he's had, it's hard to believe Drew Holiday has only made 2 All-Star teams.
Well, that speaks to how much talent is at the guard position in this league. But it also shows how we tend to award offense over defense because Drew, his impact is truly felt on the defensive end.
Now here's Horford for the tie. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Thunder with a lead. Wallace, left side. Dort, right side. They set the screen. Pass to Holmgren. Outside for Dort. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder with another miss. 20 seconds left in the third. Here's Tatum. That misses. Had a chance to tie it.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Holmgren. Count that bucket. Holmgren's got 10.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to review the game plan.
Williams, Aaron Wiggins, Isaiah Joe.
Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter. The shot no good. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Thunder out in front. They lead by 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Celtics trail by 4. Outside Holiday. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Jalen Williams.
I mean, just forcing the issue. Drew gets a pair at the line.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. And Coach challenged the team, asking them to bring the fight inside, telling them to play with pride, telling the team, you're getting bullied near the hoop. Let's see if it works, guys.
And Allie, thanks. And he drops the first. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, D.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Holmgren's size beats the contact.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
Outside Tatum. Lets the 3 fly. And Drew Holiday hits from deep.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. There's a screen. Here's Williams. And stolen by Porzingis. Stolen by Caruso. Outside, Williams. Tipped away. And out of bounds. Boston will have it. Boston trailing. Outside Porzingis. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. What a finish from Porzingis.
One of the tallest guys in the league. Give Porzingis the ball there and just let him work.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Can't get it to drop. Great D that time from Porzingis. Now Holiday. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. Porzingis punishing inside.
Yeah, what vision from Holiday. Seems to have a knack for getting it to his guys in great spots.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Here's Holiday. Can't connect from short range.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Celtics on D. They lead by 1. Dort, left side. Pass to Williams. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. Gilgeous-Alexander takes the contact.
Oh, obviously Gilgeous-Alexander has the will to win. What a relentless effort.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. White on the wing. And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul of the game. There's a minute 54 left in the fourth quarter here. And the jam by Brown.
There you go, JB. I love his confidence. One of his strongest traits.
To the middle. Tipped. And stolen by Porzingis. Knocks it loose. And we're going to have a jump ball. Quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Celtics.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
So the first one drops, and that'll put him up 2.
Now look, from the moment he stepped into this league, Jason Tatum has been a difference maker. Every team in the league is looking for guys like him. Long, athletic, and most importantly, winners.
Down low. Holmgren. Big finish by Holmgren.
These moments are important for Holmgren's development. He needs to keep sinking those big-time shots.
Pass to Williams. Caruso outside. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. 5 to shoot. Williams with the screen. To the inside. Brown with some nice D. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
If things are definitely working offensively, a balanced attack is just so much harder to defend. Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Brown with a screen. Inside. Pass to Porzingis. And stolen by Williams. And here's Dort. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Seconds left in the game. To the middle. The kick out to Williams. Clock is at 3. The fadeaway. The shot won't fall. He's all alone. And then Tatum slams it in.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. All right, what are the considerations at this late juncture?
They've got just enough time for a catch and shoot, but it needs to be immediate.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Dort.
Oh, I see. Picking the worst time to lose control. This is why patience is the key in big moments, people.
So it's a narrow victory for the Celtics, pulling it out for the W. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Richard.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Back to Fox. Wembanyama, a screen. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
He doesn't have rhythm. Look at those moves. Let's see those moves.
So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
Now here's Durant. Pass to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Watch out for Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Now Durant. Back to Booker. Shoots the 3. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Booker up top. Outside for KD. 4 on the clock. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. The wide open look here for Fox. Sinks the triple.
And no doubt Fox has a scorer's mentality. He is constantly in attack mode.
And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Now here's Booker. Outside, KD. Pass to Richards. Booker with it. Guarded by Fox. Booker inside. The layup off target. For 3. Outside for Wembanyama. Poked away. And stolen by Booker. And here's the fast break. And that one, good.
This guy difficult to match up with in transition because Booker can hit from anywhere on the floor.
And there's one guy who rarely has an off night, Devin Booker.
He has been the model of consistent excellence, Kevin. This guy's so efficient, so productive, all about winning. I am not sure Devin Booker gets the credit he deserves for the level he's at every night.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, despite suffering a first-round sweep in last season's playoffs, the Suns' front brass remains confident that they were mere inches from where they needed to be to compete for a title, emphasizing that chemistry is built over time and through the fire. The hope is, with another year to coalesce, this team will be ready for a deeper run. Kevin?
Well, they've got the names. They've got a big coach now coming in. All right, D.A., thank you. Here's Wembanyama. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. The kick out to Fox. And here we go. Fast break. Booker's got it. Nobody near Allen. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Fox with it. Now Beal defending. On the wing, Barnes. Spurs passing it around. Here's Wembanyama. And it's sent back by KD. Shot clock at 5. A second chance effort. 2 points. That one goes. And it's 6 points for Victor Wembanyama.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
And Stephon Castle is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Booker. Allen outside. Pass to Beal. He nails it, and we're tied up.
Don't you love the confidence of Bradley Beal? In rhythm, in the catch-and-shoot game, so good.
It's Fox with the drive. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Kicks it out to Booker. And the rejection by Wembanyama. 4 on the shot clock. Durant.
And the wingspan of Wembanyama, massive. He's fantastic at using it to erase shots.
Substitution. Number 11, Bol.
Outside, Fox. And stolen by Booker. Over to the wing. It's Durant on the wing. Back to Bol. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
Tie game in San Antonio. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Well, as a shooter, when the ball is sent back in your direction enough times, it can certainly have an impact on your mind.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
And one of the quickest players in basketball. Love watching Fox use that momentum to his advantage on the drive.
And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up. And it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
Here's Booker, following the bucket by the Spurs. Outside, KD. Back to Booker. 5 on the clock. Now left to the wing. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close. Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Wembanyama, left side. Tipped away. Pass to Vassell. No good on the 3. Suns trail by 4. Beal, that's for 2. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Beal's got 5.
Well, that's just a pretty pass. Kevin Durant carrying the scoring load when he has to, but boy, can he get others involved.
Here's Allen. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And that one falls for Allen. Rule adjustments, Doris, regarding the rip-through move. Do you think those have been effective?
Kevin, I certainly think we've taken a step in the right direction. We have got to give the defense more of a chance at this point, and the idea that you don't get shots on the rip-through is important.
Now, here's Fox. He has 7. Wembanyama outside. A three-pointer, no good.
Boy, a wide-open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
KD looking around. KD draws the double. The drive by Beal. They get the rebound. Another shot. No good that time. Good D by Barnes. Greg in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Pass to KD. A basket good off the assist from Allen. KD's got the lead up to 1 now for the Suns. Wembanyama outside. Oh, Wembanyama, too easy.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Now Booker. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
How about the ability to adjust after the contact? Booker, the score in the and one.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Suns.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And so Fox will bring it up for the Spurs. Outside for Wembanyama. Back to Fox. Pass to Wembanyama. Fast break, here come the Suns. Booker with no one around. The 3. Rebounded by Castle. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Barnes outside. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. No good from the wing.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Inside. And here's Booker. Devin Booker attacking. Bull. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Spurs. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Booker with it. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talent, and you don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is one of one. Hey, thank you for the report. Here's Booker. Following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Drains it from beyond the arc.
The answer from Kevin Durant, not having any of it.
Wembanyama outside. Barnes outside. Spurs working the ball around now. Fox feeling it out a bit. Back to Wembanyama. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Second shot opportunity. Vassell, no good. Outside, Beal. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And there's the call on Durant. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Wembanyama outside. He takes it in. Just 5 on the clock. Down low.
That's really good defense by Bradley Beal. Because of his size and mobility to stay on the ball and affect the shot, that's really good D.
The big challenge in Beal's career, Doris, has been staying consistently healthy, right?
There's no question about it, Kevin, because you never have doubted the talent. I mean, Bradley Beal is a 3-tool player. He came into the league as an elite shooter, but now has become incredibly good with the basketball in his hand. The good news, he's always been resilient and fought hard to come back as quickly as possible.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Let's get on our feet and make some noise for
Two minutes into the second half of play now. Wembanyama left side. Stolen by Allen. Pass to KD. It's Beal on the wing. Back to KD. Kicks it out to Allen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fox with the steal. And Fox with a clear path to the basket.
No one gets from point A to point B faster than Fox. His explosiveness helps him on the break.
And with the score of the Suns, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for him.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
And here's Booker from the arc.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Here's Wembanyama. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal.
That one is on Bull.
Third team.
Smart play there. I don't think we give Wemby's IQ for the game enough love, but he was a pro in France at a young age, and that obviously gave him a lot of experience.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
And it's Beal in the corner. And again, it's the Suns missing. San Antonio leading by 3. Here's Fox. And Durant sends it back.
Boy, how about the defense from Kevin Durant? Sends that shot back.
Good ball movement here by the Suns. Back to Allen. Screen by Bull. Clock at 6. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
How about the vision from Devin Booker? Yes, he can score it, but that's a pretty pass.
Barnes down low. To the middle. The kick out to Fox. Pass to Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Here's Booker. Here's Bull. Outside for KD. To the wing right side. It's tipped. And stolen by Barnes. Goes up. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Spurs lead by 5. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And it's Fox with the ball for the Spurs. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And how about the burst there with the change of pace? Fox is elite at attacking the rim.
And a close.
Hello, Kikito,
And look at how aggressive they were defensively, forcing mistakes and turning those mistakes into points.
The drive by Booker. Durant with a wide open look. And it's off from 3-point range. Spurs leading by 7. And the call will go against Grayson Allen. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Vassell. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Vassell's got the lead up to 9 now for San Antonio.
Gracias, bro.
Offensive sets, they want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Durant for 3. Hits the 3-point bomb.
The fluidity, the mechanics, the purity. KD's jumper is sweet.
And it's Vassell in the corner. Back to Wembanyama. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. You know, Greg, with a combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. Now, he told his guys not to get comfortable. He said, so we've got a little breathing room. So what? That's no reason to slow down out there. He wants them to keep the effort up. Guys?
Thank you, David.
You can see the level of attention Bradley Beal draws. This guy is so heady finding the open teammate.
The kick out to Barnes. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. And the Spurs lead by 8.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
A basket here would push their lead to double digits.
Yeah, looking in control at this point.
KD with it. And it's Vassell picking him up. Back to Durant. Pass to Allen. KD a screen. 5 to shoot. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Oh, the silky smooth 3 from KD.
And all of a sudden, that 3 puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
Yeah, and if he can stay hot from out there, his 3-point shot could be the tool they use to win this game.
Outside, Fox. Lays it up and banks it in. Fox has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's where De'Aaron Fox thrives. He wants to get inside and finish at the rim.
And here's Booker from the arc. Booker nails the 3. So confident.
Does it seem to you guys that this guy, nothing faces him? Booker treats every moment like every other moment. no matter how big, no matter how small.
Vassell outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Suns trail by 4. Beal taking his time here. Out to KD. That 3 off the mark.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him. And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Pass to Castle. Drills it from outside. And the Spurs lead by 7.
Something Castle continues to work on. It's crucial that he becomes more consistent from deep.
And Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Beal, and finished off by Beal.
Oh, a timely one from Beal puts a smile on the coach's face.
And it's Fox with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Into the lane, and it's Fox with the jam.
No, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Here's Bull. Kicks it out to Allen. Pass to Beal. Just 5 to shoot.
Second personal foul.
Good on the first, and that turns the lead to 6. And both free throws good for Beal.
And good aggressive basketball on that trip. Drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
To the inside. To the paint. It's deflected. Durant with the steal. Here's Booker. On the run. Nice job, Booker.
Oh, my goodness. Booker's confidence is off the charts. He's money in the bank.
Outside Fox. And stolen by Booker.
Points are an absolute must here.
No time to waste. Not at this point in the game.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Wembanyama. Money!
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's the steal.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
Second personal foul.
Gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
At the line for 2.
He's off on the free throw.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
Free throw good, Wembanyama.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
Beal with the steal. Alley-oop try. And so it's the Spurs with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it mattered most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that about wraps it up for Dorisburg.